on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Dances by him, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Throwing on first down, Kennedy. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Kennedy. He finds his man. Complete. That's Webster.
Come on now. Let's do this.
On first down, Kennedy. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Kennedy. He'll drop this off to Peyton. That catch good for only a couple. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Kennedy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Kennedy. And that is incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Peterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kennedy. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. On first down, Peyton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kennedy. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Peterson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Peterson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. Him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. To throw is Peterson. To throw on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Peterson. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
To throw on second down, Kennedy toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Kennedy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, Peterson. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Peterson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Harris has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. From the gun, Peterson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Peterson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barber. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st and 10, Kennedy. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. This one complete to Ingram. And he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Kennedy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Peterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Hands it off out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Back to throw. Peterson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Yeah, he will go out.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Peyton. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Kennedy. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Peyton once more, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A strong running. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Peterson to throw on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on second down. Kennedy firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Kennedy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Peterson on third down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Kennedy, he finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they did this. You content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, here comes Peyton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They're going to run this with a tight end. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Kennedy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kennedy. And he comes back with one complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Standing right around the midfield stripe. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And to give this time to the tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Webster now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it. There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kennedy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Kennedy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the Giants are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Peterson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Looking to throw. Peterson caught on the slant. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.